So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the program that I just finished running. It's based off of a pancake periodization program called Rate of Perceived Pancakes, where everything you hit on that is an RP 8. I didn't trust myself to not say it was an RP 10 when it was actually an RP 6, especially on my bench. I have a tendency to think that it's harder than what it actually is. So I made an extension. So on Rate of Perceived Pancakes, you hit a top single, a 3x4, another top single in week 2 with a 3x3, and a top single in week 3 with a 3x2. Then you keep running that. It's only 3 weeks long. And so what I did, I turned it into a 9-week program, and I put percentages in. So week 1 you hit 80%, with your 3x4 at 70%. The following week, 83% for your top single, 73% for your 3x3. Now, this was actually roughly 2.5%, but I rounded everything up in the program. So although it's up 3% here, it's also up, 4% here. So give or take some numbers. So in week 3, you hit a top single, 3x2 at 77%. So it's basically in 3-week phases. So in the next 3 weeks, so you start off with a top single at 83% and a 3x4 at 73%. So that's basically the same percentages that you just hit in week 2. The only difference is that you're hitting, instead of hitting your 73% for a 3x3, you're hitting it for a 3x4. So a little extra volume there in the rep. And it continues down like that. And then each week, every 3 phases, it undulates like that. So basically the volume in week 1, it goes down and then it shoots back up in week 4 and goes down, and then in week 7 shoots back up, comes down each week, and then week 9 or the last week jumps up and comes back down. Same thing for the intensity, only instead of going down, it's going up each week, and then in the next phase it drops the intensity as the volume increases and then builds back up from there, and it keeps doing like that. So every 3 weeks it undulates, kind of doing a little bit different things here, but everything is going up each week basically, or each phase. So I basically wanted to run this because of the meat that I had and the bench. I don't even want to talk about it. You need to go watch that video, but I wanted to get used to holding heavier bench weights in my hand. So I started at 80%, and I think at the end of it we hit 93% in week 9 for the top single. I will say, not that I'm advanced, but for any novice lifters, you could probably scrap week 9 if your technique isn't there and it just keeps breaking down. Then there's no reason to push for those intensities. You might as well just get some sets and reps in and build that technique up. But this is basically the skeleton of the program that I just finished running. It did very well for me. I did use some strategies in terms of with my secondary movements and my accessories to get a little bit stronger on my bench press and stuff, which I'm not going to go over here. I just wanted to talk a little bit about how I modified and made an extension of the Rate of Perceived Pancakes program, which is a fine program. If you would like programming, go ahead and head over to Pancake Periodization on Instagram and DM them. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.